how our court system can run without evidence on one person's word is, it totally blows my mind. You can have, if you're a child in school and you go, oh, so-and-so hit me, what would the teacher say? Didn't see it. I don't know. It could be either one. Why is one person's word more than another person's word?
And it's not just that. Our youngest person in school that's been falsely accused of sex offences or indecent assault is 8.
My son was accused at age 14 with a girl who was 12. He was actually being bullied by the lads that it all came about with. The same lad who was then blackmailing my daughter for naked photos. She was 11. He blackmailed the girl that it came about with as well. Oh, it's a very long story. He was eventually NFA'd. They tried to arrest him in February. I refused to let him go unless they came up with some evidence to actually take him. It took till it was end of June, beginning of July before he got NFA'd. Because of this, my son never finished school. My daughter has never finished school because of the bullying. My daughter got locked in a shop with 20 children trying to attack her because her brother's a pedo. And that's the great thing that we hear on a regular basis. It's nearly 3 years later and my son was attacked a month ago and robbed because he was a sex offender. Because I caught up with them, the lads that done it, and somebody's, excuse my language, he's a fucking sex offender and deserves what he gets. That's nearly 3 years later. My lad's 17 now and this will follow him.
That's right.
And it follows my daughter. It shouldn't be happening.
No.
It shouldn't be happening at all. And we had evidence to say it wasn't happening. And that was without it even going to a charge.
That's right. Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, my husband got accused of damaging youngsters underage.
Yeah.
His first court case, one of them they found was obviously lying because somebody's fist went somewhere, which it was totally impossible. The other 2 were lying because one of them said, I witnessed it as well. And the other one said, oh, this is what happened on the computer. He showed me on the computer. The expert that knows our computer turned around and said, no, it can't have done because the computer doesn't work that way. So the evidence was there and the Gwent police totally ignored it. From that, when he was found guilty of that, while he was waiting, he got found guilty and then we got a month to wait. And so a neighbour decided to try and, they put graffiti on my place and then somebody tried to burn my house down. So on that, my husband was in prison, so he got arrested again and told that he had caused the arson. I was arrested and said that I aided and abetted. My special needs girl, who very rarely went out on her own, was arrested and on aiding. But I got her a good solicitor and he pointed out the facts to the police. So she didn't have to suffer anything. Then he came out. Once he came out, he still had to have his case. He had to go to court for the arson, and I had to go to court for the arson. And whilst that was happening, another girl decided, who the police knew at the time had made the allegation that she'd been raped. Again, it couldn't have happened the way she said it had happened, and it was with somebody, a youngster that her parents asked us to look after. And so she came to live with us for a short while. And then she was told she was kicked out because she brought boyfriends back, and that was the house rule, no boyfriends. So from that, he then disappeared for the next 5.5 years. And that, that left me alone to manage. And that's when I turned to FASO. And South Wales Liberty at the time, it's South Wales Against Wrongful Convictions now, And the person that leads the South Wales wrongful convictions is now the leader of the Innocence Project, running the students, the criminal students at Cardiff University. So he's gone on to run that, and Cardiff University's only won 2 cases, had 2 cases overturned, it's not winning, 2 cases overturned on all the evidence of all the people that they've actually put up to the CCRC, which is not fit for purpose.
The CCRC is a waste of time. I'm sorry. What is it? 25 years now? Has it been going? 20-something years, isn't it?
20.
Yeah. Is it 20 years?
Yeah.
And it's managed to take on 700 cases in that time.
But
Appalling. Absolutely appalling.
did you come down to the no, not the RCJ, Parliament, when they were having that investigation into the CCRC?
No, I couldn't get down.
Didn't you?
No, but it needs
Of course it needs
complete
overhauling.
overhauling. The appeal system is totally wrong. How you're meant to supply evidence on a point of law to be able to get an appeal when there wasn't any evidence required in the first place is insane.
You said required. No, there is no evidence.
There is no evidence. Yes, sorry, there is no evidence. Like in my partner's case, we had the girl actually admitted she'd lied about some of the charges. Didn't matter. The photos they were trying to do him for, non-explicit photos, I'd like to point out, but they said they were for his sexual gratification, were admitted to actually have been sent by the grandmother to him. That was admitted in court, didn't matter. The mother of the daughter, because she was 13, had actually been done for perjury, but then we weren't allowed to mention that in court.
No, that's it. What you're allowed to mention and what you aren't allowed to mention is wrong, because it should be the truth and nothing but
It should be the truth. Like we had 2 trials. We had the first trial, we had a hung jury. We had 8 that were saying innocent. We had 3 that were saying guilty, and we had 1 that had gone off sick because it was in the middle of COVID. The second trial, they were going to get him for it. It was that simple. We had 2 police officers on the jury and a solicitor.
I'm going to have to go and sit down. I'm on my stick for you guys at FASO. And my feet are killing me. Oh. So I'm going to sit down for a few minutes.
Okay, do you want to say goodbye to the camera?
Oh, thank you so much, FASO supporters and our team, especially the cameraman, for doing a lot of work for you.